You're listening to The Reason.
Welcome to episode 18 of The Reasoning. This week, as usual suspects, no Xavier, just me and Michi. And we're joined by two guests. Kiwi.
My place is
And Roux.
Hi. We just don't these things.
Compared to Uncle. Well, yeah. So, brought them on this week because they have an event upcoming, Imprint. It's happening on January 26th. So we just want to bring them in, get a little background on them as the creators, as you know, and also a little background on the event itself. So I guess the best place is. Hey, look, so you need a rock over friend.
I sit down too long. Mash up that.
So, best place to start now would be.
Is this the first imprint? That's why I didn't want to start.
No, brother. It's like the third one, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So, the best place to start would be. Like, how did you guys even come up with this? Like, why did you see that there was a need to have this?
Well, when it's point for me, personally, I wanted to have more spaces where I could be around people who have stuff that they want to display, or be around more creatives per se. And me, myself being a creative, I didn't have like a platform where I could, you know, do stuff like that. So I basically said to, I think he was one of the first persons who said to, I was like, yo, we should just start a show because I want to be a part of a show and I don't see any shows going on. And I see a lot of like people on the on Twitter doing music and stuff like that. And I'm like,
and there's
where
no, like,
can
no
you go
central
to hear
place.
everybody?
Yeah.
Like, and it's a type of space where you have producers, you have musicians, you have poets, you have and then they have the opportunity to network and, you know, work with each other. So that's why it came up.
Cool. So the funny thing is, I never really know Kimi as a creative because I know him from Women's Days and everything. I never really know him as a creative, but now I find out say he's a photographer, he write. So I wonder, like, when did you start seeing yourself as a creative?
JC.
Yeah.
The college.
Brother. From now I'm talented still. But everybody born a talented, but just take a time for your talent come out. But I don't know. From food farm I've been alright things, so I don't know.
Well,
Never really show it up on that because I don't know. You have a lot of boys, nobody don't want to show you don't want to show them on your story or whatever.
True.
I get more and whatever. But
When we say writing, we're talking about
articles and stories,
literature.
and stories and things. I publish an article in a Bashy magazine.
Yeah.
I have a next one coming up soon. You see me? I have a blog site where I do all of my things. But
So what kind of things did that blog about though?
that's right about things, brother.
The life and everything there?
More or less. Because when I'm talented, I write about everything still. I keep on telling people I'm talented, but I'm not believe that.
I'm so believe still.
But at the game that, but because when as a Jamaican, you're born, everybody born creative when you're born on the island. Because you see, it's not ordinary man selling things there. Sell it to the talent and a piece of vibe. How him sell it, how him talk, how him sing it, you see me? Everybody on the island have like a creative thing like them. It just come out, you know, and you see it anywhere really. So, you see me? I might think that's take a time and I still work on it, you see me?
Cool. So like, in doing something like this, figure say you get a whole heap of little challenges, little fight, here and there. Now one of the times that we see like, they want bash the poster, they want bash the like, when you see things like that, when they want bash the video and them thing, the initial promo video, how like, but I just ignore them thing there or?
No, we can't ignore because at the end of the day, it's still a business and it's still something that it's catering to the public. So I have to pay attention to what the public has to say. And even though that some things might come from a negative space or whatever, there's some things that we still can learn from. So we take it and we just improve. I mean, like, we don't walk around acting like, oh, we're so perfect and we have everything done. We're really like learning as we go along, and it's very difficult. We have, like, when we just started out doing this, had no experience with events. People go to school for this stuff and we just come and we just you know, Google, talk to people, ask questions, talk to people who have been in events and stuff like that, and how to deal with PR issues. So I remember one person said like the more popular it gets, the more we have to be very, very careful of the message that we put across, the stuff that's happening. So
how you feel the message has changed from the initial thing? Like how has it been reshaped with the experience?
You mean from its inception?
Inception, the first one. That was like in 2016, right?
Yeah. 2016 was it was kind of like a test run, and a successful test run at that. Because even coming up with this or thinking about it, we're never really sure how we're going to execute it because it hasn't been done.
Yeah, so you don't really have anybody to work from.
Yeah, it's like we're going to try invent something, but we're try to make it work. So it does have like different things that we'll need to improve on or different things that we need to change. One of the things we hear is that like lighting, the different areas, you know, we'll just listen and each year we change something or improve. So coming into the third year we'll have a lot of changes. The show is actually fully curated this year, so that's going to be interesting. Interesting
for an ignorant person, I think.
Meaning usually it's not, you know, you ever walk into a gallery and you notice how organized everything is, and you can read about the artist and you can actually learn as you go through.
Okay.
We'll have that kind of setup.
So everything will be kind of labeled and stuff like that, so you know what you're looking at.
Yeah, you'd actually have a chance to kind of get to know the artist without speaking to the artist.
Okay, that's cool. Anything you want to add, Uncle?
No, it's not that shit.
None but the haters. Man, I'm try to fight out, sink your ship, all of them things there.
The game still
the game is the game, brother.
But sometimes they just have to take out of madness, they will just take the message, and sometimes another messenger and a message, they just pray the message there. You see me?
So did you feel it was more constructive, the criticism, than
more or less?
anything?
Because when a priest, when a just comes and cycle through the message, you really say, some might make sense and some might they don't need put on already. You see me? But the game, dog, so there's a work with it, you know. God knows you have to work with it. Because as I say, and the message, you know, and even the messenger.
We can't really complain about the criticism because it's just like we reached a point where we just have to improve. Although we complain because it's just like it's you are literally trying something.
And so you put effort in.
Slip up sometimes.
Yeah, and
sometimes
when you put so much work in something.
And then
somebody just
somebody just comes on and thought.
Yo,
it's
crazy.
Especially someone who is like a non-creative, so they're not coming from a point of no real empathy, they're just judging.
And I mean, like, even when it comes down to social media, it's part of a reason why I don't really like Twitter that much anymore. I used to like it more back in the day. Now it's just attacking. So it's just like, even though you've seen something, you know the persons that are involved with this and whatever, you can't talk to us. We've never been the type of people where you can't come to you and say
also, I think it's more of a thing where they want other people to see them hitting out against it.
Yeah,
say,
it's just like, let's point out their faults.
Yeah.
Instead of coming to us and say, yo, when I really like this, you need to change this, or yo, when I can improve on this, you know, no, it's just like, let us tear this down right now. So that's kind of the mentality that we don't really like, but it's just, the game is the game for you. We just have to work with it.
And two, I think like Twitter get from more of a, because I think Jamaican Twitter somebody was more like close-knit. But now because so much people on it, you don't really have that familiarity anymore.
Yo, back in the days, if you get 100 retweets, that's a lot.
You're a superstar.
And now people are clocked like 1,000, and it's just like,
get 100 and add like face and mood and same, and I'm like, okay. So, with that being said, like, what you take away from it so far that you can apply to other things in your life? The experience again from putting on an event like this.
Biggest lesson is never give up. That's the biggest lesson. Like, yo, sometimes we'll go through some things and we'll just say, yo, only if we get rid of this, or we'll say, yo, this is too much stress, it'll take, like, people don't really understand like the real dynamics that go on in like behind the scenes. And even during the event, people be outside enjoying the event and when they're backstage and run up and down and argue with people and try to get things right. Man, I check for lock off light and sound. And we like, I feel like the whole we can like sit down and write a whole book about the imprint experience, because trust me, and each of us will learn as we go along as individuals. So me personally, it's perseverance, because I give up on things very easily. If you know, if you watch me as a person, I will move from one idea to the next. So Imprint is one of the things that kind of keeps me grounded and be like, yo,
so it's like a constant in your life. Okay.
For me, yourself with the time thing, I don't know how I made when it comes to certain important things, it just comes on late. But now, like, you just know when you work with people and you try to be on time for certain things. Like, you make sure you try to be on time. Sometimes it might not work out, but for most part, you just try to work on the time. So that big thing for me at time, man. I just never give up. I don't know. The battlefield is very rowdy.
Rough.
Yo, my love when you start talking a parable.
Battlefield rowdy, man.
I want to hear some stories though, like an Imprint story. Like, what's the funniest, weirdest situation?
First year, you never met Joe.
It was Imprint to start 6 p.m. 6 p.m. on the flyer. 5 o'clock the man called me. Yo, we just meeting our accident in a dog. I said, Jesus. And them time that 10 grand in my account, and the artist I say, yo, I need a little money for it. You see me?
Transport.
I think we're supposed to come here transport, yeah. So I say, you need the money now. So the man took me only have the transportation money in our account. And the man called me and I say, yo, I had somebody who was supposed to do shots, Limval. He's literally with us every year. Then must say, I'm going to do some little fruit bowl.
Yeah.
Brother.
I just that them have to do with the
them have to deal with first and night.
Yeah, them have to work with
so wait, like,
you know,
if one want to walk water and them
later
no, so how that just fall through, so?
Like, the man just, I don't understand, brother.
You
not even say make him send somebody with because we never know. It was just crazy. Everybody throat just dry.
So wait, that you did have artists too?
Yeah.
You always have artists.
The man must sing out them voice and can't get
them say, yo,
they do the worst. But next year, make sure everybody have,
everybody sure have something
the second one was
actually with over budget last year. Just make sure everybody.
So hold on, any artists from that first year come back?
Yeah.
As in, we have good relationships with the people that
and I guess them would understand since the first time.
Them that is what I like with certain people that we work with. Them understand, like, sometimes when we slip up, it's just like, yo, it's either uncontrollable or yo, we're trying something and we could have just take our energy and our money and do something else. Never need to do this at all. So it's just like the fact that they appreciate that and they try to work with us and they try to understand what we're going through is really like good. So that's like one of the things that keeps us going, like people like that.
Yeah.
And then the next last year, the time they kind of run out of fun because we are trying, if anything is rough on the last kind of note, one baby just a bug out. And then we get to the last benefit on the last time, and then we have to just book it quickly as possible. And then book it
was raining.
And then we have like a set time that we want, and then they will know.
No, them tell you one time, and then the day before, them change the time. So them tell us sometime until 2 o'clock, and then like the day before she called me and said, oh, you guys need to leave by 12. And I said, what?
Wow.
After a flyer and everything.
I said, last year we get the time, and let's say, they don't know me, say me I go work it, and I still go kill that. I said 12 o'clock and chat, the manager talk about lacquer, brother.
Let's tell her what she want here.
It was a man.
I'm just a girl on him.
Yo.
Banga chatting, it's a girl on him. I follow up, I say, it's a girl on him.
And because Kim in our friend of mine started texting for me there. So me start earning. It was just crazy. So it start to get loud, forget what attention.
So we drag it from what? 12 to what? 1:30.
The girl in for
I don't think he was 12 and I think at 11 them did try and get me out. 11. I was driving from 11 to
1:30 to 1:15.
So what's it like dealing with the sponsors aspect? I see this year you have like Island Eyewear, you have Honeybun.
Sponsors?
So the first year after they get sponsors, brother,
honestly, with events like when you just starting something, especially some people never hear about in their life.
And if you know links like that certainly.
One, you're testing out something, so we're not sure if you sure what you are doing.
Yeah.
So we can't sure and put all money in it. That's the trick with sponsorship. Like you have to know that okay, we're going to get this for your product or whatever. First year was like almost impossible. We don't have a link and we don't have those. So people always think that, you know, we'll have things easy and whatever. First one was completely out of pocket, completely paid for everything.
Between the two of you or like a group of people? Or?
3 of us. Was it 3? But the bulk of the money came from one person. So yeah, I think I did like talk about stuff like that. It was just a friend who kind of believe in a way and say, you know,
you need them
I could just, cause could I really ruin him life, you know? Cause imagine you don't get back your money. It's just like, but yeah, that was one of the things that I had to do. First year I got over that. Second year was still difficult because first year was probably around 300.
Yeah, first year budget is small because I don't know if they come cheap, but depending on the bug out because they get bun up.
So
but they're speaking a whole code. But they're speaking a whole code.
That's why you don't bring Kiwi anywhere.
They get bug out because
Alright, we're supposed to eat at Home Garden.
Yeah.
But it was raining.
Yeah.
Let me translate. So we'll switch it. And Home Gardens worked out much cheaper than Spanish Square. So when we're doing Home Gardens, we did got the look of food and you know. But when we switched the venue, we couldn't do that because the venue came up to almost 300K just for the space.
Just the space.
We talk about lighting, sound, all of that.
This was at
First year, Spanish Square, yeah. First year the person with the drinks crash. Second year, the man with the stage never come.
Wow.
So that's a
so that's why Protege was in the dance floor and
You have the big
Oh.
bad Protege on the wooden floor. I perform. And we were just
probably, the way Protege start from good used to them thing there.
We just understand.
my favorite thing different.
Dog.
My favorite thing
How do you even make that link by the way?
Sean have the link. Cause fair boy.
Wow.
But I am boy.
Look, yeah, I can safely say that Bridget. He's like, I really appreciate how him like supports everything that I had to. I remember probably the first conversations that we had. I started like putting up videos of like me painting on my friends, and you know started to say, oh, I got the Imprint, and that's how he started to talk to me. He's like, hey, what's Imprint? And then he was like, alright, you know what, I'm gonna attend. And he came. I think Leela was there, Savannah was there. Before
Before we even know Leela them
yeah, but like I didn't even know Leela. I
Before
met
they became
Leela.
so much so popular.
Yeah, they weren't that popular at the time, and it was really cool. Like looking back at the pictures, we were like, look at these people.
Yeah.
So and probably that's the kind of environment that we want to create, because like in Jamaica too, it's just like you don't really know people till them boss. So Imprint kind of have that kind of space where you can.
That could be Fire Royal this year.
That could be Fire Royal this year because I really like his sound. But yeah, you just kind of get to meet these people and stuff. And from that, the second year he came, I did not expect him to perform actually.
What you think of the star?
When we see them show up at the gates, because we knew that he was coming because he's the type of person, he actually came when it was set up time. So I saw him earlier in the day.
Oh.
We chat with him and whatever. And he must say, yeah man, I'm gonna circle back later. I was like, cool. Did not mention anything about the performance. And the problem was we have a very, very tight schedule. So it's like if something that was not planned for, like another performance, it threw off everything. So that was very crazy for us, but it was like a really good experience and people really enjoyed like the whole surprise aspect.
So how was it like getting artists this year and like your relationship with them? In terms of like how Protege reached out to you, was it that in a similar situation with like KLX and Fire Royal and those people who were performing?
Yeah. I think Fire Royal was the one that reached out to us.
Oh,
yeah, a lot of the artists reached out to us, but they don't know.
First year we reached out to them because you know it was our idea, so we say, yo, you that do a show, and I say, yeah man, and then from that we keep the link. I think Blue Royal was on the first
Imprint. Blue Royal.
When I linked Blue again, him say, yeah man, you're not really done there. So yeah.
And it was fine, Ayatash. I'm looking forward to
Ayatash.
careers too.
Yeah,
I love Ayatash's song.
Bad. And then
I not even remember all medaling there.
Yeah.
I mean, are you?
But I'm even over. I think they must have think him for do something for me, but I didn't ask him. I didn't step forward.
Yeah.
And then you know you have so much there's so much space where you can work with, you can carry so much. You artists are linked and so
yeah, because
I have to turn them down.
Yeah. It's horrible because you can't do
something. You know, sometimes I'm not always that like up, like however par. So like whatever bar or what's that?
Yeah.
So if you're not really, because it's not just about like you have a one good song, you have a like stage presence or something that would not say you can manage a crowd. Like,
yeah, so you try to make sure you get better in your team, but you still have to make
so
sure the audience.
It's kind of like
the audience,
yes.
Even another thing that we don't do tracks. You have to have a band. So unless you do dancehall, like Kalex wouldn't need a band. But if you are like an authentic reggae person, or you know you have a sound like Ayatash or Blue, we set up a band.
So why do you go that route?
It is more of an experience.
Oh.
So make the sound better.
It's like an overall experience. So
like one always great, brother. Always good.
Always.
You can read the mood of the crowd.
Always have a great thing. The live band, man. Always great for your live band. And just it's celebrate today's thing.
Especially with GB set, like amazing.
One of the best performance we have ever have over years, them.
So like, why did you go this direction? I see you have like an Asian theme. So
the Asian theme, we actually tried to do it.
Shaking it already.
we actually tried to do it in the sense that there are lots of like, even me personally, I come from an Indian background, so it's not just about Chinese. It's like the whole mix of different people out of many one people. So we wanted to capture like the presence of those people in our community or around us. So that have like, we place emphasis on the food, we place emphasis on how they contribute to our culture and stuff like that. So, and the reason why we changed from it is one, it's very hard to get that message across with an event like ours, because we're not going to publish a whole thing that you can read everything. So it's kind of going to come across the wrong way sometimes. The video that we put out, the audio was actually, we never really thought it through, and then the audio. That's how we took it down. We totally agree that it was bad, because the audio itself, even though it was done by a Jamaican, it still like sound like a mockery.
Of the people.
And that was not our intention at all. So, and even with the promo video that we have out now, it still has that's actually what we wanted to do.
And even the beat from the Cypher.
And the Cypher. So that's the promo that is out now that everybody loves. That's what we wanted to push up. But because of the timing and we rush on, we said, okay, well, we'll just throw out a video, and that was the worst mistake we made, because we'll just pick a Chinese
song. So that's our next lesson.
And then it was our next lesson. Think everything like through.
But why you have to rush the first time though?
It's like to get content out on time, so that's always like, that's one of our problems too.
And but the thing is, you can't rush content, and it have to be quality content.
So now we just put out everything when it's completed and finalized. So the video that you're seeing out now, it's been recorded,
been worked,
watch again, go through our next process, re-edit, add a different scene, and then we'll say, okay, we'll put it out. So that's the kind of level that we're trying to keep up going forward.
Try and go forward with that.
So like another question I was like long term, what's your vision for Imprint? Or are you just playing it by ear?
But I want to do something like a dream weekend thing, or like an Imprint weekend, have a week.
Or like a calabash thing?
Like a coach, whatever, let's try about like a big festival, they have a weekend. You know, have different aspects for the weekend. Like
actually have people come to Jamaica to see the creatives. That's the aim that we want to do.
The vision for the future.
Yeah, one step at a time, we'll have to get the right people on board and you know. Yeah.
So is it that you guys targeted younger artists this year? Seeing that I saw you talking about Proto and Lila last time around? Because I seen what Kalex, Ayatash.
I always have young artists. But the thing about Protege is always a good artist.
I mean,
Grammy nominated.
If Protege is semi-performer thing, I said, alright.
Yeah, we're not say no. You're too old, brother. You're too old. No, we're not going to do it.
Try to keep it on a level, you know, or the established artists.
That also gives us a challenge, because not a lot of people that get up and say they want to leave them also somebody
just
that don't know
about,
you know?
They have to just trust the brand.
So the fact that Imprint has a crowd,
we
take that as an accomplishment, because it's just like, we are creating an audience and a vibe and an influence, so they can have a great experience.
So we are trying to ensure everybody couldn't fall, them enjoy it. Enjoy the show, enjoy the acts. That's the main thing. Because people say, oh,
so it's more like a music focus.
It's
Because like you have stuff like
we're trying to
tattoo bar
balance
and
it. We're
stuff.
trying to balance it because alright, you see with the tattoo bars and we have boots as well.
Yeah.
We encourage you when you come to Imprint to support businesses. So
Yeah.
the entire thing is not just about being a musician, but when you're a musician, you are in business. When
True.
you're an artist,
You're a freelancer.
you're a freelancer. You're a paint, but you have to know how to sell your work. You need to know how to
buy
market yourself.
material.
You need to,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
know how to deal with your brand, and that's what we that's a message that we kind of try to push out of Imprint as well.
So it's like a learning experience
Yeah.
for these artists, for everybody, for you and the artists.
Yeah,
Everybody.
we're not really, we're not also against 9 to 5s, but if you don't have a 9 to 5 and you're doing something creative, we do encourage you and we do like push you in the direction of managing yourself properly. So
even get a chance to come and start with the thing, because the crowd always supportive, because last year people are selling them jewelry and things, the tattoo people them get well supported.
yeah,
So
people will tweet like, oh man, get my first tattoo at Imprint,
so
man, get my piercing at Imprint, you know, and these are, the tattooist is somebody.
So wait, how that work? Tattoo not take like a good while.
No, really, if I do something small, like,
It's usually something small.
this took like 10 minutes. It's usually something small people get, man. Like, you're not gonna take up the whole of the people.
Time, yeah, we come back and say, man,
Ain't
I want
easy.
4 hours.
Well, that's
the whole
the
event.
So, yo, mark me up the brother. No, but yeah, it's usually small businesses. So you never see a big established tattoo place.
Yeah, it's usually like
it's usually a man that's doing thing. I say, yeah man, come in and get some tattoos.
a credible person, credible.
So like in terms of like you're a writer. So how is it conducive? How is that space conducive for like poets and stuff? Would they get a chance like on the mic and do like dub or like?
Because I realized that the thing I get so big, we kind of split it up. Because last year, with an event called Spoken, so we focused mostly upon like the poetry.
I remember.
And like the comics. So last year Spoken was amazing. We keep it out.
Host of dancer.
Host of dancer. So we had like man like Quaid and Orin and Fats Cole do I think that's when we had the poets and a mic and a open mic. So that's so we travel like.
Yo, how was Fats Cole in terms of like the stand-up comedy? Because
you know,
I don't know these. I don't know how well these IG comedians translate into the stand-up.
That was us my learning experience because it's just like even after it he was like, how am I doing? I said, brother.
Him go on there.
Him go on, but him never go on. I mean like Orin for me, Orin and Quaid.
It's a skill because they have like a setup, punch, everything, and I don't think.
But in things, I think I can think of like post like it. You're nervous still, but
he was like he could still the nervousness.
But it's a young youth and I'm a trying thing. So
always, you know,
that's true.
laugh 2 times.
Yeah. So you might get better than film craft, you know.
It's actually much more like amazing than we thought it would be. So yeah, man, we keep all the and it was just amazing. Like
people show up and
they can't keep so much things there because you have poets are one thing.
So
a track come on.
Yeah, so
and just the fact say
plus people come in pretty late and poetry is usually first. So when they want to do their poetry, I must have about 15 people in the venue. So it's just like
it seems like a waste.
Yeah, makes sense.
So we gave them their own.
That's cool. So why you think like the government don't support stuff like this in terms of like?
No, serious question. No. Yeah, why do you think the government don't support this?
Support stuff like this, like a cultural, because it's preserving the culture in some way and it giving young talent experience.
It's so dynamic. It's not even just about the culture, but it's so dynamic in the sense that these people have businesses and they have potential to export.
Too. So there's an economic value as well.
There's just so much different values, and then there's also the social stuff. Whereas me personally, my mother said, "Hey, don't let them some foolishness." So you have a space where it's catering to people socially.
Like-minded
Suppose
people.
I got you, like, I was going to depression.
Government question.
She remembers, what I say?
Depression, mom, government,
oh yeah,
support.
And even like the social issues, like personally, my mother not support them thing there. So it's very, even coming up with Imprint, we even come up with the money.
Yeah, get a fight from your house.
Get a fight from your very home. Your mother don't believe in them things, and I feel like a lot of people go through it because I meet a lot of people that go through it. So yeah, Imprint is the type of thing where it kind of like it addresses different issues. So you as a creative now, you come into this space where you see other creatives just doing them thing and inspiring and stuff like that, and you would have said like as a you say, oh, I take up a gun or I just take up some drugs or do something easier. Go, you know? So, but then you find a different avenue, you find different people doing cool stuff, you introduce to new things. So that's also another thing that Imprint is there for. And I really can't tell you why we haven't gotten.
Have you guys reached out? I feel you guys reached out.
So it's just like
like Ministry of Youth and Culture people.
But I don't want to the government, brother. It's just like.
Wait, Kim, I never see you take picture one time. But the Kim pose up beside some.
The mayor give you a strength because he assist you with what he can do, but he can do, you know.
I'm going to do a lot because of the timing.
But he still help over what he can do. So, yeah.
That was really cool because it was like, oh my, like it was.
Yeah, I remember that happening over Twitter too. Didn't he like reach out to you guys over Twitter? And then all of a sudden, a week later, Mr. Keely post on the side of a smile.
It was like, yeah, man, everybody go and support the Kingston creatives and stuff like that. That was really cool. He's really cool. Like even meeting him and the deputy too, they're really cool. But it's just like the process of partnering with them and getting stuff done is very, very lengthy, difficult.
Yeah, it'll be a paperwork.
Yeah, so then we meet and like you, but it's just like everything in a paper and done.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Forget sign off.
And at Jamaica, I don't know, so it's an 18 months thing, brother.
But the worst part about it is now, is that when you see them thing as somebody who are trying to make a change, it discourages you. And when you hear things like this as an onlooker, it discourages you as well. You get me?
When I really talk about the grit, so
what do you mean?
As in like you talking about it being discouraging, when I really like open with the grit. So just like when I really talk about people see Imprint and be like, oh, okay then it's doing well, whatever, but they don't really know.
They don't really know that side, all the difficulties and stuff like that.
Can't buy a ball and back up.
It's just like, and then sometimes we'll come across us, yo, sometimes I feel like I'm unrelated because the other day I was like, yo, I'm just make a trade and talk about some things over go through or whatever, because it's just like people see me and think like, oh, them just make a bag of money or them just
people just take it easy for say, even apply just put up. Artists show.
Every time I see Roux there, and it's just like, brother.
Yeah, I'm not sorry, the ball it's not
what is this? But yeah.
But the reason why I feel like you guys should express these things for make people know what I'm getting themselves in and for judge you correctly rather than them see and think
people still not judge it anyways.
Yeah, but more people are educated
people
about
literally read everything or listen to this entire podcast. I steal it and still
feel like
find a problem with it.
Umbrella gonna like people care where you go through, brother. People not care.
So why you right?
People not care.
Why you right?
You're right for me, brother.
So you have to do it.
You have to do what you have to do for you, brother. If people bang with it, they bang with it. I'll give thanks to Jah. But if you bang with it, brother, we are gonna when it comes to creation, I'm my God, brother.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to just do it for you, brother.
Yeah.
Cause that's why Mr. Right for me, brother.
Therapy.
I'm talented, so people obviously gonna like it, but stop me for right for me.
Yo, you know what keep me so like? You know that man we make money come 1 year. And injure match them up.
Brother, you have to do things for you, dog. Honest to God, brother.
I tried that blog thing one time still, you know. It never really got too well.
I can't imagine Mitch in front of a computer typing.
It was about like...
Where you say you tried a 9 to 5?
No, blogging thing.
Oh, blogging.
But my blog was more about like stuff I was doing, so it was some nice things like Nikon and whatnot. My problem was consistency.
Brother, that beat everybody but brother.
Yeah.
Truly.
And then sometimes that's more like, boy, I'm just say that's right, the thing, you know, that.
No business,
yeah, that's right, that's right where you feel. Because sometimes you can't write the bag of 3,000 word thing, brother. You know, but I write a novel of them. That's right, I look a 500 word, 300 word thing, brother. That's
couple paragraph.
You trade up a tweet and it's go about your business, brother.
Well, me and Horton was dealing with it. And since then, Horton got published for a research paper.
Game still, brother, and sometimes the people do them go hustle them go 9 to 5, brother.
You
see what going on?
I want to shut up.
Brother.
I really think, like him talk.
Sometimes you just do it for the dog. You just do it for the dog. Have to do it, brother.
Can't really preach too much.
If you want to reach where you want to reach, brother, you have to just do it for the dog. You have to just...
Can't bother the bag of balling for
brother,
true
if
facts.
you clean up bathroom, make it for God, make the money for God school, because study when you want to study, brother.
Yeah, but just do what you have to do, man.
And sometimes when it comes to doing that for the dog, it's hard, brother. And sometimes I stop and I care, brother.
So what you just say keep you motivated to, like in the times when they say, yo, I can't bother this, you know, and that is not the thing where I sign up, but it's just supposed to be fun. So the moments when it's no longer fun, what keep you going?
But me just personally know someone be somebody great, but and I just put a high goal, the highest goal, brother. And for me personally, I want to be the first Jamaican to win an Oscar. For my first screenplay and I directed an Oscar. That may put my thing on.
My aunt melt.
So when you put the thing, when you put the thing on
them, for the stream of consciousness.
When you put the thing on them level, brother, you just have to do it, dog. And more or less realize that you're not gonna take in your 20s, dog. But reach on the things.
Yeah, I really think. Enough of the money you see on TV and things, some big blood clot money and some big 35-year-old, 40-year-old man. Brother. And you just see the bus, but you don't see what the money them go through.
Exactly, so you just go and do it, brother, till they reach, brother. That's how you go. And if I did, so you go.
You did that try.
Did I do
but more than enough, man.
More, brother.
So, Roux, what keeps you going?
Just the same thing, like having one set goal or one place that you want to be. And
so what's that for you?
Towards it. Personally, I want to, like, I always say to myself that I want to direct like a Kendrick video. But I want to get onto that scene because I really enjoy like,
music videos,
directing, different stuff. So I'm probably not up on like the Oscar thing, but I like that level there. Like I want to be in that like scene, on that scene.
So you have any like priors, like stuff you've already directed, stuff like that? Yeah.
Most of the stuff that I work on is like the imprint stuff, like the imprint videos. The first year, second year, fully directed by me. So it's just like, and even with Kimi, I kind of like, when he's doing his video stuff, whatever, we kind of like watch him, see stuff for him to do. But I have a lot of, I have a lot of, I don't really want to go into the movie. Kimi's more movie-esque.
She more linear, she more, you know,
I'm
abstract.
more like abstract. I want the things where when you watch them you're like, Jesus, walk through the girl head, and I want them to be short, spicy and whatever. So yeah, that's what I like.
Linear, but I think my A, B and C, but
so yeah.
Ask one question still. What would your idea of a perfect movie be? A movie that the ideal movie you want to create to win that Oscar.
Right, you know the name Gideon, brother. I've read it already. Write the story already. But you know, ever watch Slumdog Millionaire?
Something like that. Gritty success story.
Slumdog Millionaire mixed with City of God. That's a hit. You write already, dog. You put on one. This time.
At this time.
I want to be like a cartoon too, you know?
Yeah,
that takes time too.
You know what I've always wanted to see in cartoon? The Twins of Twins volumes.
Yes.
I always thought about that, but like on my thing about it, because like, I'm like...
It's gonna take a good while.
I'm like good with illustrating, like drawing cartoon type stuff, but you see them animation thing.
Animation thing is a different.
I'm thinking about it now, like I love watching Twins of Twins video.
Animation is crazy, dog.
I remember Kimi write one cartoon, I'm gonna try to get like, but that's whole different world, but probably one day, I don't know. That's one of my goals. It's just like music video, cartoon, somewhere along there.
Promo and them thing there, how people can find you, find imprint stuff.
Follow Imprint JA on
Instagram, you know, watch her build up the page. You should I make it from first year, but you know, the game is the game. So make it one day and reach goal 600 and so. So reach 700. So it was good. For the look, it's probably like a couple months or 3 months, 4 months. So find us there. We'll soon launch our website. We'll probably what I want to do also is like the people who are involved with Imprint each year will also have this question every year. Where can we find them? Where can we find them? Where can we find them?
So just want to put on
like a central place.
A central place where you can find them. Probably like a catalog or something like that.
Yeah.
But in the works.
That's
so,
sick.
Imprint January 26.
So just remember Imprint January 26, the entrance. I am Roux. This is Uncle. Isn't me?
This has been the reasoning. Out. You're listening to the reasoning.